bin bags. It was the bags Casey objected to the most. It seemed wrong, disrespectful almost. "Why is she doing this now?" Casey's little brother Pete asked as they made breakfast together. He was 4 years younger than Casey, small for his age, and had a habit of asking her annoying questions as if she was his own personal Alexa. "Because she thinks it's the right time," Casey explained, passing him a bowl of cornflakes. "Don't make a fuss. It's hard enough on her already." "It's hard on all of us," Pete muttered, hitting the TV remote. He ate in silence, his eyes fixed on the screen, the spoon passing mechanically from bowl to mouth and back again. Casey poured her dry cereal back into the box. She didn't feel hungry. An hour later, Mum came downstairs with 6 bin bags full of clothes and 2 more packed with paper destined for the shredder. Casey could tell that she'd been crying. "Who should we donate the clothes to?" Mum asked them, trying to sound upbeat. "Dad always liked animals," Pete said, muting the TV. "Maybe we can give them to the RSPCA." Mum nodded, satisfied. She started assembling flat-packed cardboard boxes one by one, sealing their undersides with brown packing tape. The roll screeched as she stretched it out and cut it with her teeth. "The next thing we need to decide is what to do with all the video games," she said, half to herself. Casey and Pete looked at one another uncertainly. "What do you mean?" Casey asked. "All those games and console things in your dad's study. There are hundreds of them." Casey's breath caught in her throat. "You can't give those away. That's Dad's collection. He spent years building it." "Don't be silly. We're not giving it away. We're selling it." "What?" Pete cried in outrage. "No!" Mum bit another piece of packing tape off the roll and shrugged. "We could do with the money." Casey felt sick. Her dad's collection of retro video games was something she and Pete both loved. He'd started building it before they were born, piecing it together cartridge by cartridge, disc by disc. Some of the games were still in their original cellophane, never opened or played because they were so valuable. Others had been imported from Japan, their colourful boxes rare and exotic. There were consoles and computers too. Ataris, Spectrums, Commodores, Nintendos, Segas, PlayStations, all kinds of kit and hardware, with the cables looped and tied and laid out in drawers. Dad, a soldier in the Royal Engineers, had been a neat freak. For Casey and Pete, the study had been the video game equivalent of a sweet shop. Dad had been strict. No one was ever allowed in unsupervised. But whenever he was at home on a Saturday morning, he'd show them some ancient video game like Manic Miner, Donkey Kong, Street Fighter, or Halo. While they played, he'd talk to them about the game's design and mechanics and explain what made it special. They were the best kinds of lessons. Mum's voice interrupted Casey's thoughts. "There's also that Space Invaders machine in the garage," she went on, assembling the last of the packing boxes. "Someone's going to have to take it away. Bloody great big thing. Maybe we can sell it on eBay." "You can't!" Casey cried. Mum put down the packing tape and turned to face her. "Casey, I know this is hard, but I have to." "You've never liked gaming," Casey complained. "You always used to say it was a waste of time." Mum's brow furrowed, and she let out a sigh that was deep and sad. Casey instantly regretted her words. She knew how much her mum had suffered since news had come of their dad's death in Afghanistan. He'd died a hero, defusing a car bomb outside a school in Kabul, and he'd been awarded a posthumous medal for bravery. But the medal was no comfort to any of them. They'd spent the last few months wandering around in their own private bubbles of grief. "I didn't want to worry you about this," Mum said, taking her daughter's hand. "But we need money. My shifts at the hospital are being reduced and there are debts and bills to pay. Even with your dad's pension, I can't make ends meet on my own. If I don't do something soon, we're going to fall behind."